Alright, alright, alright. It looks like we should be live and good to go and chilling. And obviously, as the title says, today we are going to be doing some shiny hunting. The goal of the day, as you can tell by the thumbnail, is Dunsparce. Now, I think I have a bunch of these in my box, but maybe I haven't moved them back yet. So we will grab them later. But I have, like, this is the box that they were in. But I have a good, I don't even know, probably close to 20 of these things or more. I'm not sure, but they're in Pokemon Home, so I'll grab them. Actually, do you want to grab them now? We can grab them now. Let's grab them now. But yeah, I want to try and fill a whole box of them, like Dunsparce specifically, and then evolve them all at once. So that's our goal today, and I'll jump into Pokemon Home because I feel like there's no reason not to. And then we'll dump them back in that box where they belong, and then we'll go from there. Also, guys, if you check the title, you can also tell that this is a stream test of my new equipment. I got some new equipment. I'm on a new internet connection. Like, I'm on a new... what do you call it? I've moved houses since last time I streamed, which is a long time ago. And I've been in this house for like at least 6 months now. So it's been a while. We've been settling in very slowly. But yeah, I'm just kind of do a test to see if the internet can handle the stream. If it does, maybe there'll be more streams in the future. I actually bought a brand new mic. You can't see it. It's like literally right here, just out of eye shot. But yeah, I bought the new like Elgato Wave 3 microphone because it was like half price. And then I kind of fell in the rabbit hole of like just a bunch of different stream gear. So I want to buy a new microphone arm. I want to buy like a green screen. There's a lot of stuff I want to do, but before I commit any further, I need to. Where would these Pokemon be? Wait, I think I know. No, not that. No, cancel. How do I cancel X? How do I go to the box spaces? This is the one. And then it would be the first, like, after a gap. Watch me have lost them. Oh, is this it? Yeah, that's... I have so many more than I thought. So yeah, this is my collection of shiny Dunsparce so far. A few of them have the, what do you call it? A few of them have some marks. I'm hoping a mark one will evolve. I have a couple of ones. This one's in Premier Ball, but most of them are in Heal Ball, because I think it's the most matching. But anyway, let's pick these guys up. Wait, no. How do I... The fact that the controls vary between home and the actual game grinds my gears. Why would it delete their moves? They literally just went into home and back, but whatever. Or at least, I don't know, maybe it's saying that it might happen, not that it will happen. Alright. Back into Scarlet they go. That is Scarlet, yeah, correct game. I was gonna say, sorry, Violet. I was gonna say, gotta make sure I put them in the correct game. Because I have a few save files on here now. I also think that the Scarlet save file that I can put them into... Oh, there is no Scarlet save file. Okay, good. Because the other day I actually started Scarlet without my save file on this Switch, which then meant that I ended up creating a new save file. And if I dump them in the Scarlet save file and then bring my real save file back, I'll erase all the shinies, which will devastate me. That's the last thing that I would want. And let's get back in this game after the 10 million years of opening scenes, and then we can run it back. Also, one thing I realized I didn't actually bring... I haven't set up my... little light thingo. So luckily the lighting in here is good enough for this like today, but I need to set up that as well before I actually start streaming. But yeah, we'll see. Also, I realized that if I get a green screen, it's going to be very funny because my chair is green, right? So you're just going to see part of my chair, not the whole chair. Alright, so we have our boy, the goat, subscribe here. And yeah, these are all our Dunsparce. And maybe Prage, one of these will evolve. But let's try and catch the next 4 if we can. And then I'll have the whole box and maybe we'll just go through and actually do the evolutions and everything. It could be fun. We shall see. Alright, I gotta do a picnic, right? I was about to say I need to save. I've already saved, obviously. That's not the picnic button. What is the picnic button? Oh, it is there. And I'm gonna go from memory, not from memory, but I have an old document that will tell me what I need to put into my sandwich to get the power that I want. So it's 1 serving of pickle and cucumber. Wait, how do I go creative mode here? 1 pickle, 1 cucumber. That's it. Wait, and then 3 of an item, depending on the type, which is for us we're doing normal typings. 3 tofu. I don't actually have a lot of this stuff. And then a mixture of these without getting sweet and sour together. So we'll just do spicy and sour. They're my 2 highest counts. Then this should give me sparkling title and encounter power for the type. Oh my god, I forgot how difficult it was to build this sandwich because the 3 servings of tofu is 3 slabs of tofu times 3 more. Oh, that's ridiculous. Alright. The camera angle changing also throws this. I think I messed up here. Am I just making the world's tallest sandwich? I think I am. Because I can't put it in the middle anymore, right? It's still good. It's still good. And then you go there. And there. And there, I guess. If I drop any of these items, that was ambitious. Okay, but I should be able to delete the bread, not even use it, and it should still count. Just put the pick straight through the middle. There's literally no pick even involved. But this should still function. This should still be a legitimate sandwich. Despite the fact that my tower of tofu has fumbled. Let's see. Will I get all the powers that I want? It looks so stupid. I'm actually surprised it all stayed on the bread though. I'll give it that much. It may have fallen over, but it all fell in one direction. Alright. Show me the powers that I want. It's a 3-star, so that probably means I get what I want. Sparkling, title, and encounter power normal. Let's go, baby. Alright, cool. Now, down into the depths we go. That's not the right button. I have to exit the picnic first. Nice, I got 0 XP. I know that. Thank you. Let me free me. And from my experience, my favorite place to catch Dunsparce has been at the very bottom of Area 0. To be fair, I probably could have used the teleporting thingy rather than just jumping in. Because technically the time matters, but it is what it is. I was about to be like, did I save before I came down here? But obviously I saved because I literally closed the game. Actually, I don't know if I told you guys a story, but the Farigiraf reminded me of this. Ages ago, I was trying to EV train some Pokemon. I think it was like a Volcarona or something, whatever. I was bulk EV training Pokemon for special attack. And so my choice Pokemon to encounter was going to be, Farigiraf. Was just to be more specific, Girafarig. And while I was actually, what do you call it? While I was, is this the right place? Is this low enough? I think. No, I want to go down here. But there are Dunsparce spawning up here. But yeah, while I was doing this thing, while I was doing the grinding, I was talking to my friends in Discord, and I was trying to. It's kind of hard to see on these ones, honestly. I remember this being much easier. I'll make my way down to the other area where I prefer to actually do these. And not get into encounter. But yeah, I talked to my friends in Discord and I wasn't actually paying attention. I was just clicking buttons, right? And then at one point, I was looking away. I encountered them all and I went over to... and I was like mashing A while looking at Discord and talking to people. Or looking at something else. And then, partway through I'm like mashing A and then I realized, like, wait a second. Did I just hear what I think I heard? And I look back at my screen and I see myself... As I'm inputting the move, I see that the Girafarig had a blue nose. So it was a shiny. And literally, I let out the most unhinged scream. I just yelled no at the top of my lungs and then went silent. And my friends were so freaked out what had happened. Because they were like, what the hell happened? Did he just like die? And then obviously afterwards I explained to them and they were just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But it was honestly such a great moment, and it's one of those ones where I'm like so sad I wasn't streaming at the time because it would have been so funny. But yeah, that every time I think of Shiny Girafarig, that is what comes to mind. Or Girafarig in general, that's what comes to mind. It was just such a iconic moment to me. I feel like I'm struggling so much to actually tell or check if these are shiny or not. So maybe I'll go down, because there's a strat where you go down here, and I use this quite a bit. The lighting makes it somewhat... God damn it. It makes it somewhat difficult, but I also think that it is kind of worth it because of the simplicity of it. And it's not going to have like the motion blur, which is part of what's making this difficult for the moment is the motion blur. But if you come down onto this crystal here, you can actually spawn a bunch of dudes on the rock. And then you can see them all. There's one spot where when they spawn, they kind of look... If you look at this one at the back here, it kind of looked pink when we first started, but obviously none of them are pink. I think it's just because of the lighting. But yeah, if you just come back to the edge of the rock here, and then forward again, they'll respawn. And you just gotta keep an eye out for the blue one. Usually the easiest thing to do is look for the belly, because the pink one, because the belly is what's gonna stand out more than the top. But once there's been in quite a few spawns, you just go back, delete them, and then come back in. The one thing I hate is when they spawn as I'm pulling away, because part of me is always worried that that's gonna be the shiny, and I'm just gonna miss it. But it looks like no shiny amongst those. Let's go back in. Yeah, this was something I had, like this idea to do Dunsparce was like something I had for a long time ago. Back when I used to be more active, one of my subscribers used to love the Dunsparce as a meme. Or maybe just loved it in general, I don't know. And ever since I found out about Dudunsparce as a thing, and the fact that there was like this difficult shiny that was the 3-segment, 1 in 100 odds to get the 3-segment, let alone the shiny, I felt like this is the thing I wanted to go for because it'd be a fun little token to have. Yo, Cloudy, what's up? Yu-Gi-Oh! Obsessed Rat has arrived. Welcome. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In such a long time. I actually really enjoyed like the early Master Duel era. That was good. But I feel like COVID really killed like the physical game for me. But we still play, like me and my friends still play like casually, but keeping up with the metagame is just not something we do anymore. And it's actually kind of funny because recently I was at the Brisbane Regional Championships of Pokemon, and I met one of my friends who I met through playing Yu-Gi-Oh! At that event. Obviously he's at a Pokemon event, you think, why is he at a Pokemon event? He literally, at the same time that we quit Yu-Gi-Oh!, he pivoted to playing competitive Pokemon instead of Yu-Gi-Oh!, which I thought was kind of funny. Like, he doesn't play at all anymore, he's full on Pokemon, which is... I understand, I play the card game for Pokemon as well a little bit, like, again, casually. But I built a few decks and we played a few times. You're watching the anime right now? Nice. Which anime? Because there's quite a few of them. And actually, which of the anime is your favorite? I'm curious, because I think, like... What would my favorite one be? I feel like my favorite is probably GX, the original. Okay, the original is a banger. I don't know if my favorite can be GX. I love the characters and the decks in GX, but like the first season is very remedial, right? Like, you said you stayed with the original, so you probably haven't seen GX. But the very first season is just every single episode, Jaden duels someone and then shits on them, and that's it. That's the entire first season. Is just meeting a bunch of random characters. Is that one pink? No, it's not. Meeting a bunch of random characters, and then Jaden just dunks on them in one episode, and then it's over. So it's like kind of meh at the start, but I like the rest of it. It's really good. The original was a banger too. I actually really liked a lot of the arcs that they had. Some of them are really cool, and it's like lots of meme potential. Like, I don't know if you've seen I love the GIF of the time when Yugi gets taken, and then Yami's like, "It should have been me, not him." I love that meme so much. I quote it all the time. I also like started watching the 5Ds anime, but like, I don't know. I've heard it's one of the best, but I didn't stick with it. I think that's partially because I wasn't as interested in Yu-Gi-Oh! At the time that I started it, or like that's kind of when I was fading out. Wait. Yeah, I think I might go back up top. I feel like I keep getting bamboozled by these, by the lighting here. We'll go back up top. Hey, Dynamic, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yo, Cloudy just subscribed. Thanks, Cloudy. Welcome to the chocolate. I don't know, guys. We used to be the chocolate champions, but I don't know if maybe we'll change that because I don't know. I'm feeling like because it's been so long since I've streamed and everything. I feel like it's almost time for like a revamp of everything, and just an overhaul of like the idea. I might even change the channel name. I don't know. It. I don't want to say it, but it feels like New Year, New Me energy, and I hate it because we're actually getting towards a new year. But it kind of has. I kind of have that feel. My favorite meme is the. Oh yes, that's true. The Kaiba Impossible meme. Well, like just in general, like the meme of him getting blown back by Exodia is always good. I love that so much. It's good stuff. I like, and I think the thing I liked about the first anime as well is that the very first season was nonsense. Like, what was it? There was a time where Kaiba helped Yugi win a duel by hacking the opponent's monster or something in the Thingo system. So like the monster got weakened and like lost the fight. Like that was hilarious. You just found a shiny Litwick? Nice, dude. I personally don't want it, but if someone else in the chat wants to take it, that's pretty cool. I like to hunt for my own shinies these days, especially because when I use Pokemon in competitive, if they're not legitimate, I can like get DQ'd, and obviously I'm gonna want to use my shinies in competitive. So I usually try to get my own. That way I don't have to run the risk. Not that I don't want to like. Not that I actively distrust everyone, but it's like mitigate the risk is all. I was gonna say, oh yeah, like the early season of Yu-Gi-Oh, like with the way that the rules worked in the anime was brilliant. I like the concept of like when Yugi was, or was it Yugi was versing Mako or Mako, or was it Joey? I think it was Yugi, and like Mako's monsters couldn't be attacked because they were under the water. Did I press the wrong button? Damn it! I wanted to see how much time I had left on my thing. Go back. 20 minutes, okay, not too far. But yeah, like his monsters couldn't be attacked because they were covered by the sea. I thought that was pretty interesting. Like, and it made the duels somewhat more compelling to watch. But another one of my favorites actually is probably, which I feel like this is probably a L take maybe. But I like was it Arc V, the pendulum one. I actually like that anime because all the duels were legit as fuck. Like genuine rules were. Yes, attack the moon, also a base strategy. What else was there? Oh yeah, wasn't there a time where Yugi fused his mammoth graveyard with his opponent's monster to make it become decrepit and weak? That was a thing, right? I swear I remember that. It's like these sorts of mechanics are so silly, but it was such a cool thing that they added into the game. No, into the anime. I think that's also one thing that like, because obviously I played physical Yu-Gi-Oh, not just like stuff like Duel Links and Master Duel, but one of the things I love about actually having physical cards is you can actually homebrew, or you can kind of come up with your own silly rules like that, whereas you can't really do that with any of the digital games. That was a big lag spike just then in the game. Part of me is like, I feel like very impatient for the shiny. This is how I always feel. Where it's like I want it to come up like straight away. But it's not always like that. And sometimes you won't even get it in the 30 minutes of the Herba Mystica. It happens, I guess. It's hard to like see the dudes though. Like there's such a small portion of their body is shiny. But I believe in the damn it. I believe in the dream. Or in the battle, might as well pan around and see what we can see. Nothing. Sadness. I'm the CEO of a massive corporation, so I have to make sacrifices every day. That was the best thing to come out of season 4. That's pretty funny. Kaiba is pretty great. I think that he's definitely one of my favorite characters. I also think it's really funny how like he thinks he's the greatest of all time, and he's probably lost more than half his duels because he refuses to duel anyone but Yugi, which I find pretty funny. Alright, I think we're gonna go back down to the curse spot. I don't know why, I feel like constantly moving gives me the vibe that then good things are gonna happen. Which one was season 4? Was season 4 the one where they were in like in the machines in like a digital world? Was that season 4? I didn't remember there being a way I can zoom in the game. Is this the... It was the way. I remember I used to do this with my camera zoomed in, so that way I didn't have to look at the stuff that didn't matter, like my character. Like, I think I could do this. Wait, hang on, whoops. And then I can do this, so it's easier to see the dudes. And then I can lock it, and then do this. Isn't that weird that this is the thing that the game has? I feel like it's so strange. I didn't despawn one of them. I'm a failure. Oh, season 4 was Orichalcos. I actually didn't know Orichalcos was filler. I guess it makes sense. I feel like this is working, but like the visuals look so... It wasn't in the manga, that makes sense. What other arcs were filler? Because I remember thinking that the arc where they get like trapped into this like video game, virtual reality game was like, that was filler. Is that shiny right there? I can't tell. Because the damn lighting. But there's probably other things that are filler that I don't remember. Also, let me know in chat if what you think of the that was part of season 3. Oh, okay. Let me know if you think the audio or anything sounds kind of iffy, because that's one of the things I want to kind of confirm in this stream, is just to make sure that like the audio settings and stuff are fine. Although I think a lot more things are going to change before or in the next couple of weeks, because like I said, I'm going to be buying some new gear. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to get a few more things set up, like with the green screen and stuff. So a lot of things will change. Also, this mic that I bought has special software to tune it properly, and I haven't even downloaded it. Actually, I downloaded it, but I haven't installed it. So like, there's a lot of room for improvement. But I just want to make sure that the floor of the quality floor we're at right now is somewhat decent. And I can tune it as we go based on what you guys think. Dude, I love the way that Pegasus says Yugi Boy and Kai Boy. It's so funny. It's so good, dude. Yugi Boy. I love it. It's so good. One of my favorite things about his character. I also love that, like, towards the end of the series, or even just after the first arc, he kind of becomes like frenemy. He's not actually like, you know, evil. He's one of those kind of cool characters who's like, I'm not like your best friend, but at the end of the day, we're not against each other. So like we team up sometimes. I like that vibe. Yeah, we're pivoting again. We're mixing up. Get me out of here. One of the times when I was traveling between these two areas, I found a shiny on that little ledge, and I was like, this is the best shiny ever. It was great. And I know that some areas like shinies can spawn in walls, which is not fun ever, but it happens. I remember I used to do something on top of this crystal, but I don't remember what it was. Did I just like retreat to the back of the thing and then because I guess this would be a strategy. Or a good strategy if it worked, because I can see them from above, right? It gives me the easy peek at the pinkness. Dude, actually, I love that part. That movie was overall banging, but the fact that Kaiba figures out how to literally travel to the afterlife just to duel and finally beat Yugi is the funniest thing, dude. And we don't even know if he actually beat him, right? He traveled there and then they just cut, because they don't want to tell us who wins. Everyone gets to kind of have their own decision of who wins that fight, which I think is fair. I think that's a good way to do it. I'm about it. Back down we go. Wait, where did I just jump from? Oh yeah, this is where I want to be. Raining death from above. I saw it recently that in the That's true. Kaiba is very focused on his one goal. I'll give him that much. I don't know if you guys have seen the new the trailer for the DLC that's coming out in what, next week. They announced that you can literally properly fly on your Miraidon, which I think is crazy. Or Koraidon. Because I saw it in that little trial doodad that they had, as part of one of the Elite Four trials or whatever. And that's pretty cool. I did not think they were going to make it a permanent feature you could use to fly anywhere. But I think it's awesome. To actually genuinely fly would be sick. I imagine the controls would be pretty simple. It's not that hard to make those sorts of controls. And hopefully it runs well, because I think it's the big thing, right? Is making sure you can travel as fast as possible without destroying the map is important. But yeah, I have a lot of ideas of different types of content I want to do over the next couple of weeks, because I'll be on holidays. I'll be on leave from work for 2 weeks around the end of the year. So I'm hoping to get a bit of momentum during that period, and then we'll see where we go from there. I have my cousins visiting, so I'm going to try and record some videos with them. It's going to be a good time. I'm really looking forward to this. I actually make sure all my gear is sorted and my stream setup actually works. So far, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Yo, Mammy, how's it going, dude? Things are going good, man. I'm doing well. And I feel like I'm doing well enough, the fact that I'm ready to try and fit doing YouTube and streaming and stuff into my life again. So yeah, I'm feeling good. How have you been? It's been a while. I think I haven't streamed in several months at this point. For permanent flight, we're gonna use another sandwich, probably. But what would that sandwich be? I guess we'll find something in the bottom of the because the trailer has you go under, further underground. Maybe there'll be a final Herba Mystica, or maybe you just eat the tree. Because there's a tree down there, which I thought was hilarious. I actually thought that was so funny that they had a tree that was just big chillin' at the bottom. After all the controversy of the trees in Gen 8, for them to be this is the magnum opus of Generation 9, a tree. I thought that was awesome. I thought that was so funny. But yeah, I'm sure that'll probably be something to do with the final Herba Mystica or whatever. I'm also so curious about what the new Terra type is going to be, because I feel for most people it doesn't really matter, right? I think the average Joe probably doesn't care about the new Terra type, right? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of it, but I'm really excited for it because I play competitive, right? And I'm super, super keen on seeing how that'll impact competitive Pokemon. It could be freaking awesome. So I'm really excited for that. Actually, that's another thing, Mammy. I don't know if I mentioned it in, I don't think I ever mentioned it in videos or streams before, or how much I mentioned it, but in the last few months, or I guess the last year, me and a mate of mine actually went around and traveled to all the regionals in the regional championships in Australia, and we were trying to get into Worlds, which unfortunately we did not for last year's season. Otherwise there would have been, I promise you, if I got into Worlds there would have been a video about it. But I got about halfway, which I felt was pretty decent, and I got I got 19th place at Perth, which is that feels pretty good. And this season I've been on that same grind again, and I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I think at one point I was 6th in Oceania in championship points, which is pretty solid. I'm not that high anymore after the regional, but before that, with all the local competitions, I've been doing pretty well. And so, yeah, I'm actually pretty hopeful that maybe I can make it into regionals. Into World Championship this year. It just depends on how well I can perform at the next few regionals over the next few months. Doing good. I feel you on that. Life always finds a way to keep us busy. Oh, 100%. 100%. I just had a lot going on. just before I stopped making, or like just after I stopped making content, I was trying to organize, like, because again, I don't know if I mentioned it, but like I moved to a new house, and it's a house that like I bought. I own this house, so like that was like a big life thing that happened in like the last 6 months, and so it's like, I think with all of the stuff that was going on surrounding that, I just didn't have the mental space to think about content. I was trying to organize all the things and make sure everything's in line for me to be able to, buy the house, and so we got that, but then after the move, obviously trying to get things slowly situated and sorted is also like another thing keeping me busy and making it pretty difficult to what do you call it? Pretty difficult to find the time. But now I'm feeling pretty confident that I have some time, and I think a big thing is like having a big chunk of time is something I didn't have, and if I had a big chunk of time, then I could sort of start putting in a bulk of the work, getting things positioned so that way while I am busy with work and stuff, I'll be able to keep the momentum going. It's kind of the idea. Congrats on the world grind. Thanks, man. You don't get any better with that by not practicing. That is true. And we've been doing all right this season, so I'm feeling really confident, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited for the next regulation. Because they're introducing some of my favorite Pokemon from Generation 8. Like, Whimsicott's coming back, and as controversial as it is, I'm excited for Incineroar, just because, like, he's a beast. And I think, like, Arcanine still has a place, like, Hisuian Arcanine still has a place because it's a rock type, so Incineroar won't completely obliterate the metagame, I hope, Brage. What else been going on? Did you know that Professor Birch has the same voice actor of Yugi? I did not know that. But that doesn't surprise me. Yugi's voice actor is actually so impressive. Like, seeing him... Like, I haven't seen him in person, but seeing him, like, I guess in real life... and see him switch between the voices is freaking phenomenal, dude. Like, I have a lot of respect for that man. Have you guys been playing any sort of... any cool games lately? Like, what games have you guys been playing? I've been pretty much playing Pokemon mostly for, like, the last few months. With a few variances. Like, I played Spider-Man 2 on PS5. I love that game. It's so good. But yeah, I haven't really picked up too much else. I played Zelda. I hadn't finished it though, because it was just so much. I think I sunk more time into Tears of the Kingdom than I have into Breath of the Wild. But I haven't finished it, which goes to show how big that game is. There's so much to do. But I'm keen to jump back into it again, probably during my break, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. As a Whimsicott user, I'm excited to see it return. 100%. Not excited to face. I understand that. Whimsicott's such a powerful Pokemon, but I'm really keen to have another good Tailwind user that isn't Tornadus, bro. Tornadus sucks. Like, in terms of, like, it's annoying, right? Like, the team that I'm playing is pretty much... The concept is built around making sure Tornadus feels as worthless as possible against me, because I don't want to deal with it. I don't like it. Cloudy, you've been playing Miitopia? Is that like... What is that? Is that like a... Is that like a... It's like a Nintendo Mii kind of game? Is that what that is? Or is it something else? You've been trying to play Tears of the Kingdom, but always get sidetracked? Yeah, I feel that. I understand that pain. I remember, like, before Tears of the Kingdom, I was playing Jedi Survivor, and then, like, when Tears of the Kingdom came out, I just dropped that game, like, in a heartbeat, and played the shit out of Zelda until it came time to pick up Pokemon again for competitions. And then at that point, I was like, I'm just gonna sit on Zelda I'm gonna leave Zelda for a while, so that way I can eventually come back to it. And we're running out of time with this first sandwich, which just means we're not getting very lucky here. But yeah, I decided to not pick up Zelda again because I knew if I did, I wouldn't put it down again. And I was like, let's just leave it and finish the backlog. So I went and finished Jedi Survivor. I haven't platinumed it yet. I want to, but I haven't. Why am I falling? Why am I falling? What the hell just happened? I looked away for half a second. What the hell was that? Oh, I guess we climbed the crystal thing. I can climb this, right? It'd be weird if I couldn't. Yugi's friends in season 1. Yugi puzzles spinned around and grew 4 feet taller. Yep, same person. 100%, dude. Definitely the same person. Oh yeah, so Miitopia is a Nintendo Mii game. What is it like? I don't think I've actually played it. Also, what was I saying before I fell? I completely forgot. Oh yeah, Here's the Kingdom. Yeah. So I figured I'd finish other games first, and then I'll pick it back up. So now that I finished Spider-Man, and we have a bit of a downtime before the next regional, I'm kind of chilling. But yeah, like for VGC, I've been going to a lot of local comps, and I feel like I've been doing pretty well. I think so far from locals, I've come second 4 times, which sucks because 3 of those times I lost to the same person. But shout out to that guy, my friend Joe. He's actually got the travel award for the European International, so that's really cool for him. That's sick. But yeah, I also feel like I've been doing pretty strongly just to come second in general. In quite a few situations. Unfortunately, I kind of flopped at the Brisbane Regionals. I came 71st, and I needed top 64 to get points. So really unfortunate with that. But every other comp like locally, I've been doing so well. So hopefully I can bring it back in the next season. And just kind of figure out what the gap is, because I think for me it's like the long sprint. I start to play much worse at the end of the day, which is obviously not what you want. So I gotta try and figure out how to bridge that gap. But early part of the day, I slay. But at the end of the day, it feels bad. I don't know how to explain it. It's basically you're a hero, Dark Lord, steal faces and put them on monsters. Oh, I have heard of that. I never actually gave it a shot, but yeah, that does sound pretty cool. But yeah, that VGC season's been really good. There's actually a competition tomorrow. So I kind of want I'm going to be practicing and prepping for that this afternoon. I have my team pretty much sorted. There's a few changes I want to make, and I have to make up a team sheet and stuff, but that's my evening, I guess. But yeah, other than that, yeah, that's mostly it. Like just Pokemon. Obviously, I think I mentioned it before. I went to Japan. Even though I didn't get into Worlds, I went to Japan to go see Worlds in August, and that was awesome. That was such a good trip. My only gripe with that trip was it was so freaking hot. Like, Japan's summer is no joke. We were literally dying every minute we were outside, and it was rough. It was so rough. Speaking of rough, where is my shiny? We have 20 seconds left. Can we just get one other spawn of this rock and then hopefully pray for a shiny? Come on, shiny Pokemon, please. Don't play so hard to get. Where are you? Spawn for me. Otherwise, we'll just reset our game, I guess, because we didn't catch anything. Yep, no shiny for me. Watch me go back up top and get something else shiny. I remember once. I know once I literally did. I finished a run and I was running around here randomly, and I found a shiny bundle by accident, which was so random because I had no buffs active or anything. Oh, it's on the DS and Switch. Okay, pretty cool. I feel like I haven't touched my 3DS in such a long time. Honestly, a based console, but yeah, I just haven't had the reason to touch it. Why am I running around here? I didn't do this. Reset. Run it back. Wait, there is apparently an error with my stream. What is happening? No, what's going on? My stream health is apparently poor. Okay, this is what we wanted to find out about. What's happening according to the... Okay, looks like it's fixed itself. I just dropped a few frames. Can you guys let me know if the stream is playing alright? I had a pop-up saying that there was some poor stream health. YouTube is not streaming enough data to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, so there was a little bit of an issue, but now it's back to normal. Okay. Interesting. Maybe that's just a one-off occurrence. I don't know. Maybe maybe YouTube could not handle the fact that my Herba Mystica expired. Are you looking forward to the Indigo disc, especially since they use VGC team? Yes, I'm actually so excited for that. You have no idea. In fact, I have a plan that I want to try and take my original Stream's fine, awesome, cool. I think maybe there was a bit of a drop off. I don't know. Maybe YouTube covered my ass for my internet having a bit of a spaz. But at least we know like it's a potential, but it's not like a major issue. But yeah, my plan for the Indigo Disc, because again, I'm so unbelievably excited for the actual story. By the way, this is my team that I'm taking to the event tomorrow. But yeah, I'm so unbelievably excited for the DLC, because I love the idea of actually having like double battles be the focus of like the battles, because it makes such little sense to me that there's such little representation of double battles in the main game, despite the competitive format being doubles. Like there's not really much of a bridge between, hey, you're a casual player who just started versus someone who like, and here's how you get into competitive. There's no bridge between those two things. I gotta got kickboxing and I need some sleep. It's 2:15 a.m. Oh, thanks, Claddy, for coming to hang out. Hopefully you have a good night's sleep and enjoy your kickboxing. Hopefully I'll see you again sometime. But yeah, I want to try and take these guys, my original playthrough team. Like this was like some of the original ones I used. I also used the Palafin, which I might actually bring back. Like these are all Pokemon that I was kind of chilling with throughout the story. And I kind of think I want to try and turn these Pokemon into a VGC team. Because the reality is, if I used this set of Pokemon to play the story, because they're all level 80s, it would feel very easy, right? Because I'm going to have hundreds, and these guys are obviously very optimized in terms of their team synergy, as well as their stat spreads. But if I go and take these Pokemon, and excluding like the paradoxes, like these paradoxes and like Miraidon and stuff like that, if I just take from this selection of Pokemon that I actually used through my playthrough, which to be fair is not a very large selection, I use like 9 different Pokemon through my playthrough, not very many. But I'd like to kind of bring these guys back and optimize their movesets and their spreads to make them a little bit more competitive. I think that could be a lot of fun. So I might do that. I might even waste the ability patch and make my Skeledirge unaware, because it could just be like so legit. I don't know. That's my plan. We're gonna see what we can do with it. I'm really keen to use Cyclizar as like the substitute switching dude. I think all these Pokemon actually benefit from. Oh, you don't. But most of these Pokemon benefit from a hidden ability. So maybe I'm gonna burn a bunch of ability patches. But I think I have quite a few. Let's check my box. I think I have quite a few ability patches. Not my box, my bag. I have 43. It's a decent amount. And I think my second save file has quite a few as well. Because obviously I've got that account to do raids with me. Alright. Let's run up another sandwich. How long have we been streaming for? Is there any way that I can see? There is somewhere, but I don't know where it is, where I can see my uptime. 45 minutes, okay. Not bad. I don't think I'm going to stream for too much longer. Like I said, this is just primarily a test. But I would feel robbed if I didn't get a single shiny Pokemon, so we'll give it one more go. And this time let's not fumble the sandwich, because I think the sandwich was terrible. Okay, next, and then we go have Mystica. So let's not use that one. Let's use the ones I have the most of. Let's put a sandwich. That'd be a fun idea. I'm hoping that they'll have a battle tower so I don't have to worry about levels or anything. Yes, a battle tower is something that we desperately need. And I'm hoping that we'll have it, because if any game is going to have it, or anything would have it, it would be like the Battle Facility DLC, right? Like, you'd think so. Because I don't think that there's any Pokemon player out there who's like, I don't like the battle tower. I'm glad it's not in the game. Literally, that person doesn't exist. No one is that person. Because the battle tower is such a fun experience. Like, I feel like we haven't had a good one in a long time. Like, we've had the battle tree in Gen 7, and like we had some generic basic versions of them in previous games. But like the classic like Gen 4 and like in that era, like the DS era ones, was so much better, because there was also other silly game modes too. Like am I missing a piece of tofu here? Why does it look like that's shorter than the rest of them? Hopefully I'm not, because otherwise that means my sandwich fumbled. No, it's all there. It just looked like there wasn't one. But yeah, Battle Tower is such a fun thing. because I love like the rentals. Rentals was so silly. All these different variants of Battle Tower in like Emerald had it too, but all these different variants of Battle Tower where you got to have different rule sets or some sort of like underlying change to the battle. That was cool. And I'd love like a Battle Tower that took some of those Gen 5 concepts. Sorry, excuse me. Like Gen 5 concepts, because like Gen 5 had like rotation battles, triple battles. Like, I think it'd be really cool if they brought those back. Although don't bring back Sky Battles. Sky Battles was lame. Sky Battles was nowhere near as cool as the rest of the battle types. In fact, Sky Battles, I honestly kind of attribute I would kind of attribute it to what do you call it? I kind of attribute the poor models to the Sky Battles, because like all the Pokemon that are flying when they could just be standing and be cool were flying because of Sky Battles. If it's on the DLC, it's the first mainline game to not have a battle facility since their inception. Is that true? What was the battle facility like in Gen 8? I don't remember it. Maybe I just never played it. I genuinely don't remember it. Was it in... Oh, wait, it was the Rose Tower, right? That's what it was. I completely forgot about that. I actually like never really tried that. Also, I'm really not a fan. And just on the topic of like the Rose Tower thing, I was not a fan of that part of the game because like there was no reason why I should be battling the same generic steel type Pokemon in that battle in that part of the story. That was lame. In fact, I think Gen 8 is probably the only game I've only played once. I guess this is also counts because I haven't finished this the second time, but yeah. They're not fun to play a second time. Flying type is my favorite type, so I was hyped for Sky Battles. I only ended up doing why is there this little bubble here? Doing like 2 and then never again. Yeah, that's fair. I like flying types are definitely cool types of Pokemon. But the battle like itself wasn't as compelling because obviously there was unfair advantage towards anything that could use electric or rock type attacks, because most of the Pokemon in a Sky Battle most of the Pokemon in Sky Battle were flying types, so it just felt kind of like a weird meta game almost. Not to mention, I seem to remember in a Nuzlocke I accidentally got sucked into a Sky Battle with only one flying type Pokemon, so I just got yeeted. And it was just not fun. And I lost them on. And I was furious. Another reason I dislike the Sky Battles. Maybe I'm crazy. In fact, Nuzlocke is something I want to run back. I haven't done a Nuzlocke in so long, or at least finished one. Because, like, I don't know, man. Playing through Gen 7 again was not compelling. And I'm not going to lie to you, playing through Gen 8 again... playing through Gen 8 is what I meant. Is not compelling. Oh, God damn it. Playing the Gen 8 a second time was not compelling. And, normal type, what the hell? And playing through this game, I don't know if anyone else has tried to play it twice, if you've tried to play it twice, but it sucks, man. This game is not fun when you know the map and you know the Pokemon. Like, the first time experience of this game is awesome. Like, don't get me wrong, the first time experience is amazing. But the second time... I felt so underwhelmed that I just wanted to skip everything. It definitely lost its charm when I went to play this game. When I started playing this game through a second time. I think I'm nowhere near finishing. I think my second save file is like at level 30s or something on my team, and I have like 3 badges. It's like I don't know, something about it, and there not being any narrative unless you do the main points. Going between the main points feels boring. Yeah, it's a hard slug, bro. It's just, I don't know. They're just, for some reason, not as fun to play a second time. I think Gala holds up better. Part of the reason I stopped the Gala, like, my Gen 8 Nuzlocke, was because I stopped recording for it and making the videos, and then I didn't want to play through it without making the videos, because then it meant I couldn't continue to make the videos if I skipped part. But yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of cool stuff that isn't mainline games, like ROM hacks I could do and try Nuzlocke. I heard a lot of there's hard ROM hacks like Radical Red and like Emerald Kaizo, as well as some other cool things. So I definitely want to try out these sorts of things and like kind of branch out a little bit from the main games. That being said, of course, VGC is always going to be a thing, and I think that I want to bring a bit more VGC to the channel. Because I've been playing it, but I haven't really been like kind of sharing it at all. But we shall see. I only got through Shield Nuzlocke because I mastered all the dialogue options. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Some parts of that game can be quite dull. I feel like this game doesn't have as many dull moments, but like the in-between is all about that first-time experience. And then when you experience it for a second time, you're not as enthralled, I guess. Also, completely optional trainer battles is not something I like, because I don't feel rewarded to doing them, and so I don't do them. I know it feels like some weird, like I'm the one making it not important by not wanting to do them, but if I don't feel rewarded and I don't have to do it, it doesn't feel like something I want to do. Especially because I'm still burned from Gen 7, and it's like every single trainer had one Pokemon. I hated that with a burning fury. If I had to pick a specific generation to be my least favorite, I genuinely think it's Generation 7. They have some of my favorite Pokemon. Like, I love Komodo, I love Lycanroc. There's a lot of great Pokemon there. But some of the decisions they made in making that game, like, hurt my brain. Festival Plaza is still the biggest fall-off of all time. Like, I don't know if you were around at that era, maybe if you remember it very well. But back when I would stream during the Gen 7 era and we would try to do multi-battles, that was the hardest thing of all time because no one could see each other. You'd be in the Festival Plaza online and it would show you other people and not your friend. It was horrible. I feel like the wonder of SV is exploring, so exploring the same map again loses magic. For sure. For sure. And I think also the fact that like it's not visually compelling either. Like, for me, part of it was also exploring and discovering the new Pokemon. Once I know all the new Pokemon and where things are and stuff like that and where to find what, it just doesn't feel as good. And that's partially because maybe like, if I had done my second playthrough sooner after finishing my first playthrough, it would have been better because even though the map and everything would be more fresh, I wouldn't have overexplored it. But having gone through all of the having gone through all of the like raids and like doing raids in general and just seeing a bunch of Pokemon and seeing a bunch of areas by having to explore the whole map to find my raids meant that it was very much overexplored the map was. So it was kind of like Also, I can't believe that like I've gone 40 minutes no shiny. Like, I guess it's not that long. I kind of felt like it was longer than 40 minutes of time, but I'm feeling sad. I really hope it doesn't spawn on the edge here. This is one reason I don't like to do in this area, because they all spawn on the edge. And then they might fall off, and then I have to do the dramatic jump and fly down to chase it. So it doesn't despawn. It would make a good clip, though. I agree, Gen 7 was a mixed bag. In a vacuum, it's not bad, but oh my god, Festival Plaza was yes, Festival Plaza was the worst. I think maybe not everyone has it would have as much of a hatred as I did, because like it hindered me from being able to make content. Like, I wanted to do these things like multi-battle with chat and stuff like that, and I couldn't do it, and it made it frustrating. We literally once spent over half an hour trying to connect one multi-battle. Like, imagine if I could just use that half an hour for actual content instead. Would have been amazing. But yeah, it has some great things, but it also has some bad things, and it's just how it is, I guess. Why did I keep randomly getting like lag? Part of me is like, is it spoiling the shiny when it lags? Because that'd be tragic if I just ran away from the shinies as it lags. You know what would be like the biggest bummer is if I actually like get a shiny and it's not a Dunsparce but a Dudunsparce, so I can't evolve it. Come on, boy. Where you at? I'll take just the one. Imagine ending the shiny hunting stream without a single shiny. That'd be tragic. Although, to be fair, that was the old era, right? Like, people didn't get guaranteed shinies every stream before this game. You used to, like, go for hours and hours and hours and hours and still get nothing. So, I guess I shouldn't complain. Alright, let's go back to the bottom spot. Actually, let's do a run down the left side. Haven't been down here in a bit. And just mix up the scenery. Maybe it'll give us good luck. More lag. I guess I shouldn't think too much of it because this game is not optimized well. This game doesn't need a reason to lag. I know the shiny is also a slightly lighter shade of yellow, right? I think that's also one of the usually the big tip-offs is that like you see this unnatural yellow shade. Imagine if that was the one. Like I skipped around the rock and I skipped the shiny. That would have been so sad. Honestly, after talking about Tears of the Kingdom, I kind of want to play it today, but I have to prep my team for tomorrow's local comp poll. I mean, I have more time than just that. I also kind of need to figure out what to do with my lunch, because I feel like I don't have anything to eat. Maybe I'll go out. I feel like I shouldn't do that. But, we'll see. We shall see. No, I believe in the top side. The bottom area is just too difficult. The lighting there just makes everything look pink. I think I've had times where I saved clips to my Switch. The shadow would be just a random non-Dunsparce encounter. That would be funny. That would be funny. It wouldn't be the first time either. Could you imagine the part where I fell to the bottom and I saw a Glimora? If that Glimora was shiny, I would have literally lost my mind. It would have been hilarious. But yeah. I think eating takes priority over gaming. You're right. You're right. But yeah, I have this pasta that I made, but I have nothing to go with it, so I got to figure that out. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, like I said, I'm probably not going to stay on the stream too much longer anyway, just because I got to prep and I also want to put some time in this afternoon to set up the software for my new mic, because like I said, like I'm on just like it is plugged in. That is it. I have done nothing else to it. Just plugged it in. And I'm using the same settings I had with my in OBS with my first microphone, my previous microphone, and it seems to be doing all right, which is good. But once I get the software, its own software sorted, I'll have a lot more power over like improving it and doing some other fun things as well. So I'm excited. I'm excited for us to get this ball rolling. But like I said, before I actually committed to getting any other gear, like the new mic arm or the or what do you call it, or the green screen or anything like that, I wanted to make sure that my internet could handle the stream, and so far I would say it's handling it well. It's not perfect. There was a bit of a hiccup at one point, but there's always going to be hiccups, right? So like no internet is perfect, so we're doing well, more than well enough. For a second, I thought that one there was a shiny. I remember I had one time experience where I got into an accidental battle in this corridor, and I turned around and there was a shiny. Unfortunately, that is not what's happening today. I feel so starved of a shiny Pokemon. Please, game, please. Give it to me right now, in the back corner there. Or this corner here. I kind of thought that maybe, just maybe, because I hadn't played or shiny hunted in so long, the game would be generous to me. But that's not how it works. This isn't a gacha game. They don't try and bait you back in with shinies. Part of me also wants to do the evolutions. Because I think you were here maybe when I showed you. Have you caught a shiny Dunsparce before, or has this been on one? I clearly haven't showed you. I have a collection, if you want to call it that. So I had this idea way back when, to make a video where instead of it being catch, evolve, catch, evolve, catch, evolve, I want to take a bunch of them all at once and then evolve them at the same time. So like, think of it like almost like a 10 pull in a gacha game, but technically it'd be a 5 pull, right? So I go and put 5 in my party, knock something out to get them all a level, and then they all evolve in sequence, and then it'll like be like a 10 pull in like a gacha game, and obviously the 3 segment is like the SSR. So like, I started on this adventure, and literally the last one I caught, which is probably this one. No, that wouldn't make sense. Let's see the catch dates on these. It's been a long time. Beginning of the year. Literally January. Literally January was when I was doing this. It has been almost... This one has a mark. Nice. Yeah, there's quite a few of them with marks too. Door mark again. How do you have this? Isn't that the one you get for being in the party when eating? I didn't even know in my party. Oh, maybe it was. I don't know. But yeah, there's quite a few with Dunsparce. So I like the urge to evolve these Pokemon that I've been sitting on for so long is so high. Because like, could you imagine if like my first Dunsparce was like, I'm not even kidding you. I'm not kidding. I will literally lose my... When I pick the right menu. I will lose my mind if this first Dunsparce... If this first Dunsparce is the 3 segment, I will lose my mind. Because that meant I spent all the time catching the rest of them for absolutely no reason. And I'll feel much pain. But yeah, this has been like my goal for a while. I think one of these was actually a chance encounter. I think like... Because these ones, obviously, like, they're all caught around the same time. Like, early January. Was it? Yeah, all early January. And this one's, like, the 29th. In West Province Area 3. So I think I caught this one randomly in the wild by accident. It just happened to be there, and I got it. So I want this one to be the 3 segment. The one I wasn't looking for. And yeah, it's a 1 in 100 chance. So it's like, the odds are not in my favor at all. But I want to believe. I want to believe. I also like to believe that I can get a shiny in 1 hour's worth of Herba Mystica, please. Game, do me a favor. If I catch it, if I catch the shiny, I will evolve it on the spot. This one time. This one time. I won't add it to my collection. Just give it to me, please. Actually, no, I shouldn't do that. I should wait. I should be patient. I want to get the full 30. Part of me at one point was like, maybe I go for 50. But I think just one whole box is the correct amount, I feel like. It'll be good. I already have an idea for a thumbnail. It'll be a good video. I'll make a separate stream for it later. Once I obviously catch them all. Because I'm clearly not going to catch the last 4 today. Unless... No. So much copium. But yeah, I think it'll be a really fun stream to sit here and evolve a bunch of Dunsparce all at once and see. It'll be sad if I don't get one. But I think it'll be fun. And plus, afterwards, I can trade them all out. Because I don't need them all, right? I can trade them to chat at the same time, which will be fun. Maybe it'll also be BM. But if I get it early, I can trade the remainder as Dunsparce to other people. And maybe someone else will get their own 3 segment Dudunsparce. That will be fun. That would be pretty damn awesome. How much time do we have left? Probably like 10 minutes, right? Oh god. Why is this game being so rude? Actually, the last shiny I caught was ages ago, because I don't even think I've caught a random shiny in a while. Maybe I'll suss it out. Bro, I'm nowhere near you. I feel like I've gotten better at seeing the color at a glance now, which I feel like at the start my eyes were just not honed in, and I could not for the life of me process the color of the back on the back of the Dunsparce. But now it feels like a reasonable task. And maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe I've broken my eyes and they can only see Dunsparce. I won't lie, I still kind of wish that the Dunsparce was Dragon type. Dragon normal for Dunsparce's evolution would have been cool. But we can't always have nice things. Oh, I remember this is the thing I did before once. I would like cross back and forth along these things and see like the spawns. But they're not respawning, so maybe I didn't do this. I do remember one time I was on top of this rock and I was just doing things. Maybe it was back down here and then up here, because then I could see easy. This is the best kind of way to have them spawning. Like, you can see so well without having to just run around. And there's no shiny, and we move on. It's a good idea. It would be really funny if it's the first one to evolve. Definitely. I want to believe that, like, if it was the first one, because it would be so anticlimactic too, right? Because, like, the day it comes that I stream the evolutions, obviously going to hype it up, right? We're going to have this big build-up to this idea of, like, okay, we're going to evolve a bunch of them in a row, and it's going to be awesome. And then if it was the first one, it would just be such, like, a record scratch kind of, like, anticlimactic moment, which I think would be so funny. I swear, for a split second, I thought this one was pink. I think I'm losing my mind. Alright, we're gonna go back down again. The area does feel quite good, though. Like, you can see a lot of them, and it's pretty easy to see them. The worst thing is, like, what if one spawns behind me and it's shiny while I'm riding through? Like, that's the scariest part. Not looking backwards. Oh, I remember one strategy I was doing. So they're all spawning here in eye shot, and I can see them. And then I just jump over to this side and look over here, and they'll spawn on this area, and I can see them all in eye shot. I don't know if those are all the same ones though, and they might spawn behind the rock, so maybe this is not a good idea. Wait, was that a... That is a Glimmet. Oh my god! I didn't even see this thing. I obviously did, but, like, it didn't look like a Glimmet at first. It was like some bit of artifacting. Also, I feel like it's too bright on this rock, right? Dude, if only there was a shiny jingle, bro. They actually nailed it. They nailed it in PLA with the fact that it plays the sound upon spawning. And then they ruined it in this game, which is sad to me. Also, I remember, like, when the game first dropped, me and my friends obviously were all playing the game at the same time, running through it, and I remember saying to my friend, I was like, yo, first one of us to get a shiny Pokemon. Because the plan was we are going to play it on our own. Obviously, I was playing on the stream. And we're going to catch up on Sunday to do something or other. And we made a bet that was like, whoever finds the first shiny Pokemon has to buy the other one dinner, right? And it was only until, like, so I never found a shiny Pokemon in that time. It was only until I realized, after my friend told me about his shiny that he caught, so I ended up buying him dinner, sad. I didn't get a free dinner. But it ended up being only after he found his that I found out that they didn't play a sound. And I was like, dude, I wasn't even looking at Pokemon. I was just, like, playing the game, expecting a sound. So, like, if I was actually eyeballing all the Pokemon around me, then maybe, just maybe, I would have had one spawn that I could have noticed. But I was so, like, convinced that I wouldn't have to look at them. I just have to hear it, which is honestly a tragedy. I feel like they fumbled the bag with that one. It very much should have always been the jingle. Because again, like, Pokemon Legends Arceus, like, they nailed it with that, the sound effect they played. Because I think I have a clip somewhere of me, like, literally, like, the shiny was ages away from me. Like, nowhere even in eye shot, not even on frame, right? And I hear the sound from, like, my left side, and I'm like, huh? Turn around and I see the shiny. I'm like, that was such a... That experience is like something that you don't get in this game, which is, like, unfortunate. Not to mention, some shinies are really impossible to see. Like, oh my god, I've shiny hunted Charcadet. I got 2 of him. So I could have shiny Armarouge and shiny Ceruledge. And that was pure, unadulterated suffering, man. It was so rough. I don't like how the game shows you if you failed a shiny in your profile. Like, it didn't... Like, if I didn't see it, it didn't happen. But the game will still tell you missed one. That is true. I don't like that. Actually, we'll check my profile. Remember to check my profile afterwards. I don't want to waste time during the hunt. But remind me to check my profile afterwards. Because I'm not even sure if I have a gap. Because it might be that you need to encounter it. I'm not sure. For it to actually count. I can't remember. We'll find out. Alright, we're going back down to the bottom spot. Maybe the OP strat will be the way. I'll just have to actually use my eyeballs. I don't know why I always land back here. I can land at the front. We're gonna do the sweat strategy as well. We're gonna bring up the zoom in. I think the worst part about hunting on a stream is like the fact that there's always the chance that I'll look at chat and see a message, you missed one, and that'll be just the tragedy. Wait, is that one back there? No, that's not even a Dunsparce, it's the Dudunsparce. Yes, auto battle not carrying shinies is good. I thought that one back there was shiny. Nothing. Sparkling power. Just double checking because it's been lacking. Am I zoomed in? I'm not zoomed in. Oh my god, I'm throwing. I mean, I'm zoomed out. Sorry. You're not shiny back there. Still nothing. Definitely the crystal lights make me second guess some of them sometimes, but I guess it's one of those when you know, you know. But there definitely have been moments where I've been super, like, incredibly convinced, and to the point that I jumped across. Why did my camera move then? What the hell? I literally had one hand on the controller. I think my most impressive shiny catch, in my opinion, is probably my shiny Scovillain. Because I was actually just going and looking at what my 6-star raid of the day was, and for some reason my spidey sense was tingling. And I don't know if I have a clip of it on my Switch. Maybe I'll try to find it. But my spidey sense was literally tingling, and I just turned around and said something feels off, and I walked around in a direction until I eventually found a shiny Capsicid, which the Capsicid is like, he's like 1 pixel tall, and he was like far away from me. I literally could not explain how I found this Pokemon. I will check my clips afterwards, because I genuinely believe that that this is the thing that I had. This has been such a rough hunt, dude. Back there, you're not shiny, right? You know what? You're blue. I see the blue. Come on, please. This might be the most unlucky I've been on this game. I don't think I've ever used 2 Hyper Mystica before and not got a shiny. Maybe I'm lying. I don't know, but this feels very rough. Or at least not for a Pokemon that is this guaranteed to spawn. Like every spawn is Pokemon. I've had some ones that are harder because other Pokemon spawn as well, and there's no really good area. But damn, dude. That one's not pink, right? I mean, I could walk over there and find out, but I'm not gonna. Every time it spawns, I get a little hopeful. Just that tiny bit of hope. Oh no! It's over! It's over. GG. No shiny Dunsparce today. Which is really sad. That like literally the entire point of the stream was just to like test my settings and find Dunsparce, and I couldn't get one. I bet you I'd find one very easily if I did it off stream. Can I get a shiny Glimmet? No? Okay. Or a shiny Gibble? It would actually be just my luck to get a random shiny and not like what I was hunting. But we're not going to do that because we're going to close the game. Hello, Iron Treads. I'm pretty sure I have every single future Paradox as a shiny, but not the past Paradoxes. I need to go back and do those. They need to finish the other game. Imagine if this was a shiny. Imagine if this loser here was a shiny. That would be hilarious. It's true, an attempt was made. We can't take they can't take that away from us. The attempt was made. All right, let's close the game so we don't lose our Hub Mystica. And I'll have a look and see. Have a look and see if I can find that clip. It would have been ages ago. Been ages before this. Here's my Larvitar. This is fun. Be in the desert. Oh yeah, look, I took a bunch of clips of me catching the Dunsparces that I did catch as I was going, just for like the video in the end. What is this? Is this one of the clips where I was 100% sure I saw a shiny and it wasn't shiny? Because we'll get to see how ridiculously like pink a Dunsparce can be. Oh wait, there is a shiny back there, right? Yeah. Wait. Oh my god, that is. This is ridiculous. Hang on, I'll pause it and you'll see. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Look at that. It's hard to tell when it's paused. In the top, I can't point to it. Can I point to it? We're gonna use something. We're gonna use Fuecoco. Right there. In Fuecoco's mouth. That thing right there, that is pink as hell. That is so pink. You cannot convince me otherwise. Like, I'll go backwards a bit again. Just look at that area on the map on the screen. It is so pink. Also, I think Fuecoco covered it lol. And it's not shiny. Anyway, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for. Okay, it was probably. I think I found this Capsule Kid before I. Here it is. Here it is. This is bullshit. So I randomly stop here. And I'm like, cool, check the raid. And then I'm about to leave and I was like, wait a second. Something's not right. And I saw it. And like, I think the thing that's so crazy to me is that I saw it in there. From this is where I noticed it. Because the menu opens up and I'm like, wait a second, did I see something sus in the background? And I'm like looking around like something didn't feel right. I thought maybe it was a Silicobra. But no, I literally sixth sensed this Pokemon from that. Oops. From this. Impossible. I can't believe I did it. And you know what's exciting is I'm going to use that Pokemon one day. It's like actually like, it's actually ridiculous. It's so tiny. You might not even be able to see it actually. It's literally. Can I wait? Can I zoom in on this? I can. It's right there. Do you see that? Those pixels? That is the Capsicum. And that like triggered my sixth sense. I don't understand. Like, something in my subconscious was like, this isn't right. There is something abnormal that I just saw. What is it? And so then I went and I looked around for a second to find the Capsicum. Unfathomable to me. Unfathomable. That's probably my most like ridiculous one. And look, this is my tofu. Some of my tofu art, Lamel. Random Go-Go. Lots of random shinies. I think there was also one where my Mankey, because I have a shiny Annihilate. Oh, this is my first shiny. We're going down memory lane now. This is 100% a shiny I would not have caught if I was expecting the sound, right? And you'll see it in a few seconds. I'm just running around the snow area. This is pretty early game. Like, this is pretty early on in the game, should I say. And in the corner of my eye, I noticed that one of the candles has more yellow on it than the other, or that there was yellow around the bottom of the snow. And if I was waiting for the sound effect, I never would have seen that Pokemon. So, sound effect is important. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, that's going to be it for the stream. Thanks, Mamie, for coming out. It was a great time. And also shout out to Cloudy, who subbed today. So thank you, Cloudy. I'm really excited to do some more of this stuff. And we'll kind of work on making sure our settings are even better for the next ones. And actually commit more time and have a real plan. But no, it was good to kind of come back and give this a go. And yeah, I think I'm pretty keen to get that new gear. And actually kind of get back into the swing of things. It can be a lot of fun. I have a bunch of ideas that I don't want to talk about yet. I want to wait till I can actually bring them into fruition. But yeah, it'll be good. And maybe, just maybe, if things go well, we might do a subathon at some point. It'll have to be like, it'll have to be at a very specific time because obviously I have work, but we'll see. But yeah, that's going to be it. No worries, Mamie. It was good to see you in too. I love jumping on streams every now and again and seeing people I've been talking to for a long time through this stuff, so it's really good. Hopefully I'll see you in more streams in the future. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for coming out. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, have a wonderful day.